You about to record this as a podcast?
Duh.
Okay. Damn, I'm like too built for that.
Hey, man, I ain't gonna hold y'all up. We coming to 2020. This is a new year. This is a new you. This is a new me. So if you haven't done already, man, get you another form of income in your pocket, my baby. Go ahead, start recording the podcast, man. Shout out to Anchor, man. So don't pussyfoot around because it's free. There's creation tools to allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer. Anchor will distribute your podcast for you so you can be easily heard on, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Play, all that other stupid dumb shit that niggas like to listen to motherfucking podcasts. And you can make some cheese from that podcast with no minimum listenership. So everything you need to make a podcast is all in one place. So download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started. You punk bitch.
You about to record this as a podcast?
Duh.
Okay. Damn, I'm like too built for that.
My new bitch, my new bitch, yo, my new bitch, you know this, official, we stand, one issue, hey, nigga turn around, it's a one way, unfortunate events where I stay, deep scars all on my face, all my bitches exit with grace, old bitches got upstage, crabs in the barrel over chump change, hating flagrant but mundane, style harder, they was unchanged, chasing you into the sunset, you like a target in the gun range, peace of mind cost a piece of you, maybe we'll be there one day, playing Wyclef in the White House, assassinated on Monday. My new bitch, you know this, official, we stand, one issue, my new bitch, you know this, official, we stand, one issue,
Hey, man, peep gang. Have you ever thought about starting your own podcast? Shit, when I was trying to get this podcast off the ground with Spiff, man, we had a lot of questions, man. Like, how do I record an episode? How do I get my show on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and all the other places people like to listen? Also, how do I make money off this podcast, man? Man, peep gang, the answer to every one of those questions is really simple. Anchor. Anchor is a one-stop shop for recording, hosting, and distributing your podcast. Best of all, it's 100% free and ridiculously easy to use. And now Anchor can match you with great sponsors too, so you can get paid to podcast, man. Secure the bag. Listen, man, me and Spiff, man, we ain't come here to get paid off this, man. We just wanted everyone to enjoy, and listen to our convos and stories about, our upbringing. But why not get paid for it? You know what I'm talking about? So, if you always wanted to start a podcast, make money doing it, go to anchor.fm/start. Again, that's anchor.fm/start to join me, Spiff, and the diverse community of podcasters already using Anchor. That's anchor.fm/start. And guess what, man? We can't wait to hear your podcast, man. So, hey, that's it. I can't even hold y'all niggas up, man. I'm feeling the type of ways, man. When I get into, these type of feelings and emotions and shit like that, man, I gotta take a time to really, step back and just really kind of, collect myself because, man, I be feeling like niggas be really, trying to test me. And it really could be, that I tend to internalize a lot of things. I tend to hold a lot of things in to the point whereas, I kind of blow up. I feel like turning up on niggas, but I really need to kind of stop doing that type of shit, man. But where's the fuck is my manners, man? Hey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, or wherever the fuck y'all niggas like to listen to this shit. This is Meech. And, sometimes I like to, kind of like just tap in with, with my peoples and just try to, express how I'm feeling at the moment and shit. Because when times whereas I really can't understand how things is going, I just want to just kind of like just get it out. As like my therapist will say, sometimes you just need to get that shit out. Stop holding so many things in. But, what's up, man? Shout out to my peoples. Shout out to all 13 of the, the Drug Table Talk podcast listeners. I appreciate it for all 13 of y'all niggas, man. But yeah, man, I just needed to take a moment to just kind of like just talk about, just how I'm feeling at the moment. And yeah, man, like I can't lie, man. Today, I haven't been feeling my best as of lately and shit. And, it's for numerous amount of reasons and shit. I just feel like, one, there is not enough hours in a day for me to do the things that I want to do. With the type of responsibilities, the things that I do, being a father, just, and just trying to make everybody happy and just, just dealing with day-to-day type of shit. I feel like there's not enough hours in the day for me to get the things done that I feel like that need to be done. And so that's the type of shit that's really been getting to me at this time, man. Because a nigga be tired, man. A nigga want to get his rest. A nigga want to recharge his batteries and do that type of shit. And with working at home and working, from home and shit, I feel like I should be able to do more than what I would be able to if I was working in the office. But, it seems as if that, simply like, that shit is not true. I'm just picking up just more shit, more responsibilities to do around the house. Yeah, man. I don't know, man. I'm just kind of like in one of those type of fields and shit. To the point whereas, if you haven't heard it already, I did a podcast with Solo and, his shorty Momo and shit, earlier. And in the mix of that, unfortunately my nigga Spiff, didn't, wasn't able to sit down and do the pod with us or whatever. But that's neither here nor there or whatever. But, Spiff called me while, he was on his little break or whatever, and was like, yo, do me a favor, step at the liquor store and, grab me like a little bottle or something, so I can have something to sip on. And, when I get off work, and so of course, being a nigga that I am, of course, my nigga, I can do that for you. I can pull a solid for my mans. Say no more, say less. And so, after, we sat down and, recorded the pod or whatever, everybody kind of parted ways, deuces to my nigga Solo and his shorty and shit, and I slide to the motherfucking liquor store. And so when I get to the Spadiggity or whatever, it's a group of like maybe 4 or 5 niggas. They in the parking lot getting rowdy, listening to some ghetto shit or whoever. It don't even fucking matter at this time, but it is what it is, man. I'm out here, man. I ain't got no fear in my heart. So I go up in the motherfucking liquor store, grab my nigga, a bottle of motherfucking Jameson. My nigga Spiff say he wanted to make some green teas tonight. So I grabbed some, some Jameson, some peach schnapps and, a Sprite for my guy. And so, I'm at the checkout line, man, just kind of, waiting for my turn or whatever. And so, the shorties that was in front of me, they go about their ways, and it was my turn. So throw my shit up in there, tell Doggy Bone up there like, yo, give me a motherfucking pint of Jameson and a pint of peach schnapps for my Doggy Bone. You feel me? And so these two guys, man, they just so happen to be behind me in a line and shit. And so one of the guys and shit, he was like, yeah, man, I kind of like overheard, like, man, chill out, man. Young dog got up next talking to me and shit. Wait your turn. And so the nigga was like, yeah, he buying up all this damn liquor. He might as well just cop my beer too. And so I was like, like, huh? So I looked back at dog. I was like, dog, I really don't know who the fuck you talking to, but you got the wrong one today. And this nigga had the nerve to say, like, come on, man, Black Lives Matter. And I straight up just cut into dog. I was like, but not yours, my nigga. Like, on Gangstas. And I told this nigga that shit like, nigga, fuck your life, nigga. And that's on Gangsters. And so he was like, well, let's step outside. At this point, man, in my head, I got so much other shit in my mind. I got so many other bigger problems to like deal with, and I'm like fucking perturbed and pissed off. And I really want to fuck this nigga up. And so I was like, well, shit, this ain't the type of shit that you want, but we can do that. And so his friend was like, nah, man, chill out, man. Just let the young fella, do his thing. And, that's why, Doggy Bone trying to, cop pleas for his mans and shit. And I straight up told him, I was like, man, you better listen to your big homie, because I will fuck you up in this bitch, man, verbatim. And as I'm looking at these niggas, the old homie that's kind of like copping pleas and shit, he had to be like maybe in his 50s or 60s or whatever, and the dude that he was with maybe 40ish or whatever. But I can tell, like, man, these niggas not even in the right mind. These niggas look like some fucking drunks, because I peeped their whole steez when they even walked up in the motherfucking liquor store, you feel me? The nigga was talking loud, just kind of stumbling and, just talking crazy up in that bitch. But deep down inside of me, I really wanted that nigga to come outside, because that's the type of time that I was really on today, man. Like, it's a lot of shit that I probably don't talk about on the motherfucking podcast, because I tend to want to, figure out this shit on my own. But I feel like, it's a good way for me to try to get out these types of emotions, so I don't, put that on, to my lady or my baby or my family and shit. But it's a lot of shit that really pissed me the fuck off. And I really wanted to fucking fight today. Like, if I really wanted to, I could have really pressed the issue to really fight with this nigga, man. But deep in my mind, I just knew that there's other shit that I feel like is more important. As much as I told Doggy, I was like, well, come outside, and that shit is on Gangsters, that shit on Crip. He was like, you got it, dog. You got it. You got it, big. You got it, young dog. You got it. Like, yeah, nigga, I know I got it, my nigga. Fuck you and that beer, nigga. And fuck your life, too. On top of that. And that's on Gangsters. But, yeah, man, like, I just don't want to feel like I'm just kind of like talking to myself at this point. But shout out to all 13 of the motherfucking podcast listeners, man. Please, man, tell me, man, how y'all feeling, man? How y'all feeling? Are y'all feeling like me? Do y'all get in these moments whereas y'all niggas feel like y'all want to fuck somebody up, or what? Talk to me, man. But As always, I appreciate all 13 of y'all motherfuckers for always listening. This is just something I just had to get out, man. This ain't a motherfucking pod. The pod is coming. If you haven't heard it already, shout out to Solo and his shorty Momo. That shit is coming up. And, yeah, man, just listen to that shit, man. And I appreciate y'all niggas. Peace.